But we also listen to your feedback as well, and so many of you have been looking for an island cruise at a great price. We've done it tonight. We have got a 14-night Mallorca stay, an amazing cruise for under, I keep having to look at that price, under £830. And the cruise part of this, this 7-night cruise, is all inclusive, all of your tips are included, and your hotel is on a half-board basis too, so it is incredible value. But let's talk through island cruises, because I always think of fun, Keith, don't you? And you know, great
absolutely
sort of party atmosphere.
You see the captain there straight away, right at the start of the video, Sean. And that's what it's all about. It's about the crew getting out. It's a super friendly atmosphere on board this. It really is.
And it's relaxed, isn't it?
Very relaxed, very, very laid back. Lots of parties out on deck, lots of open air bars for you to enjoy the sunshine while you sip the drinks, while you go for a swim. You know, good spa facilities and great entertainment. You know, good West End style entertainment in the theatre. Great game shows on board. You can see the old tug of war competition. It really is a fun British style product.
It would be impossible not to have fun, wouldn't it?
It'd be absolutely impossible not to have fun. And again, this is a very British. You know, we're looking at other companies like Royal Caribbean. That's an American style product. This now we're going for a real classic British experience here. And again, you mentioned big thing here. All tips are included, which you don't get with a lot of cruise companies. So you're not paying extra once you get on board for tipping them. You know, if you want a tip, you can do, but it's all included in your price. Deck parties, big thing with Ireland. You know, very often you have these big deck parties with live bands under the stars, everyone out dancing and, you know, having fun. And you'll make so many friends with not only other passengers, but the crew members as well.
I'm smiling just thinking about that one, I really am. Now, very important, this is another really good aspect of the cruise. The flights are based on Bournemouth, but we can fly you from your local airport. So again, if that's a concern, if you think, oh, I don't want to, you know, travel all the way to Bournemouth, just have a look there. There's a big list, isn't there?
There is. Basically, this means that your travel is a lot easier. You know, you're probably going to be able to find an airport within 50, 60 miles of where you live, maybe even less. How convenient's that? Really convenient.
So again, just ask the call centre. They can sort that out for you. So you've chosen your airport, and then you're going to fly over to, of course, Palma. So here we go, and we've got 7 nights here in a beautiful hotel on a half-board basis, haven't we?
That's right, yeah. And of course Palma, wonderful Palma, the largest of the Balearic Islands, is dominated by the Sierra de Tramutola mountain range. This beautiful region of olive groves, pine forests and ochra villages with a spectacularly rugged coastline, which is perfect to explore by car. Most of Mallorca's best beaches are on the north and the east coasts, and there are just too many corkers to mention. It's an island full of amazing beaches, and many of them deserted. You'll be able to find your own part of paradise. The capital, Palma de Mallorca, blends Gothic and Renaissance styles. Its winding streets make way to grand churches, yacht harbours, beaches, fountains and old castles. There's so much history so close together in Palma de Mallorca, you can explore it on foot so easily. And again, you've got that wonderful cathedral dominating the skyline. But again, this whole island's all about a wonderful mix of kind of backpackers, of millionaires, and of this wonderful, just people having fun. It's over 10 million people a year visit Palma. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah, it's a very, and for good reason, because it's beautiful.
And I'm going to say the hotel's situated in a really nice area, isn't it?
It is, yeah, absolutely. And whatever you do, try the local delicacy. Try the gambas alioli.
Now, anyway, you've had 7 nights on a half-board basis, but you've then got your transfer to the port and a 7-night cruise on board the Island Escape. And this is all-inclusive. That's all of your drink, that's all of your food, that's all of your tips for 7 nights.
Yeah, you don't have to open your wallet once if you don't want to on this one. So relaxing day at sea to, you know, to soak up the sun out on deck, enjoy a cocktail, get involved, and then straight into the ports. The first one is in Sicily, Trapani. This is the eternal meeting point between East, West, Africa and Europe. The gorgeous island of Sicily is the linchpin of Mediterranean culture and one of Europe's most alluring destinations. Waste-bustingly good seafood and bags of irresistible charm await you. The food, as I mentioned, is out of this world. The speciality in Trapani is couscous, served with a soup and a selection of fresh from the net fish. Take the cable car up to the medieval mountaintop city of Eris, 750 metres above sea level. It offers some eye-popping views. Or head out into the Sicilian countryside and visit the salt plains with their huge, mournful, dormant windmills and the ancient olive oil factories. And don't forget to try the famous olive oil ice cream.
Seriously?
Olive oil ice cream. Everyone goes, what? And then they try it and they're addicted. It's amazing. From there, straight to Naples, an authentic slice of southern Italian life. The entire city centre is an UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's the birthplace of pizza. It's dripping with ancient architecture, and it's your gateway to Pompeii, Capri and the Amalfi Coast. From there, straight over to Rome. This is fantastic. Hidden piazzas, opulent Baroque churches, classical ruins at every turn, the best of Italian fashion, and countless art galleries, gardens and palaces. From there, you're through to Calvi in France, and there's no better way to arrive in Calvi than by cruise ship. As you pull into the iconic harbour, you'll be greeted by its towering citadel, and beneath the soaring peaks of the Monte Cinto, you've got the 15th century outpost, which is spectacular to look at. Look beyond and you discover a stylish holiday playground that's a magnet for the yacht-owning super rich. Queue, designer boutiques, trendy seafood restaurants, narrow cobbled passages, amazing sea views, and a 4-mile stretch of glistening white sand that you can just enjoy. And then from there, still more, Mahon in Mallorca, one of my favourite ports this, an essentially rural island. It features rolling fields, wooded ravines and humpy hills, famous for its sandy shores and lazy pace. The whole island was declared an UNESCO Biosphere Reserve recently, and it's dotted with prehistoric monuments. Get yourself out on deck as you go into the second deepest natural harbour in the world. The views of the wall capital are amazing, but also you're going to see lots of traditional mussel farms and the waters below. And then once ashore, head for the main square with cafes and restaurants and 18th century houses. Sip local wine on the waterfront. Admire the views from Mount Toro, the spiritual heart of the island. Head out on horseback, or get over to Fornells, which is a fishing village where King Juan Carlos of Spain often just pops over.
You pronounce that very well, by the way.
I tried to, but it's Spanish.
Now, we know how busy we're going to be for this one, as you can imagine. And I do want to point out, although you've got different dates available, the prices don't vary that much. The lead date is the 14th of October with the price of 829. But even if you're looking at some of the May dates, 869, the June dates, 969, and actually some of the upgrades to an outside start at just £30. So, all of those dates are available, so the price doesn't vary that much. We've got regional flights available. Just speak to the call centre. And unbelievable 7 nights in Mallorca on a half-bod basis and a 7-night all-inclusive cruise with, of course, the island escape. We know that's an outstanding deal. 829 for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. Oh. Especially when the week on board the cruise ship's all-inclusive. I mean, you'd think 829 for a week all-inclusive on a cruise ship would be a bargain. But then another week...
I know. It's like an extra week, isn't it? By the way, some of the dates, the May and June are full payment, but the later dates, September and October, it would only be deposit today as well.